Hello, I just want to ask a simple question. Do you think you're a shy person or are you anxious? Not if you're a quiet person. Like, if you understand within you that you're a quiet person, I feel like that's not something that you really need to change within yourself. But if you do want to, go ahead, really. But I wasn't a quiet person. I just knew I had an anxiety because right now I'm a very, very loud person. I like talking to people, I really do. And I didn't know that until I came out of my shell. So you just have to try and come out with your shell to really discover who you are and not just let this certain anxiety take over you. And I'm happy I did, and I hope that you might be as well. Now, you might not think there's a difference, but there is. And you might just convince yourself that you're a shy person when you're actually anxious, and there's a clear difference. When I used to be a child, I always thought that I was a shy person, and therefore I would never socialize with other people, and I would close myself up, and I didn't frisk myself in a different situation. But as the years went by, and honestly, I was very stressed by my own behavior, by the fact that I wasn't able to even say hi to other people, or wasn't even able to talk to them in all those kinds of situations at class or at any type of social settings. It was pretty upsetting to me. And I realized that it was simply my anxiety that kept me from having a social life, really. And I'm sure that some people feel the same way too. Some people are too anxious to even say hi to someone who you don't even know. Or just saying, just opening their mouths, just letting the world hear their voice is making them anxious. Because maybe they're unconfident, they're doubting themselves all the time and thinking, oh, why am I saying it like that? Or, oh, did I do something wrong by saying this? There's so many stuff that go into your head, and you have to let go of them. And I wish to help you get over it as I did. Even though I had some professional help, I had to really put myself out there because no one else could do it for me, and no one else can do it for you. And there's way to go around it. There's ways that you can bring yourself out there, and I will explain them to you. You have to start conversations. You can't avoid those situations because it will only make you more anxious, and you will never open up. So I would start with small little things like saying thank you to the bus driver, or starting a conversation with your classmates or co-workers about work, about simple things like work. You have a question, you go and ask them. You don't have to ask the professional, right? You can go and ask your friends, your coworkers, whatever. So you kind of ease into your words, you ease into your voice, you let them know you can talk, you let them know you have things to say. I used to start with that. I was very anxious and very shy when I was in high school and middle school and stuff. And I had help from my school counselor, and she just told me to not be afraid of other people. Even if they do judge you, you need to bring yourself out there and voice your own opinions and thoughts. So I just started saying stuff that come into my mind whenever I was with people in my class. And obviously I chose my people. I chose the people who were nice enough to let me in and be patient with me, and not go to the popular kids in class, of course, because they are kind of intimidating to the shy kid. I think that's a pretty logical thing to do. So I hope you take that into consideration as well. And after doing all of that, I started attending different programs or stuff that force you into bringing your opinion, your actual opinion, not just factual questions. You want to bring your thoughts into it. I went into a summer camp interview, and it was a group interview, right? You had many people around, and the judges, the interviewers, had to ask you a few questions on how you would deal with different situations in the camp. like how you would deal with a kid that's bullied, how you would deal with a kid that's transgender, and you had to voice your opinion about it. And you heard other people talk, and you had the turn to talk, and you had to, because otherwise they wouldn't have anything to judge you on. And I think that's great practice, to think on the spot and like talk in front of a group of people. And maybe you won't have the chance to do that. Maybe you'll have other stuff like acting class, maybe, where you have to like kind of remember your lines. Well, it's pretty different, but you have to remember your lines and like perform in front of other people when you're not really confident on stage. Or you could do like improvised acting, which is even more difficult. But I would start with like studying lines and shit if you're not good with thinking on the spot, which I used to be like really bad at. My thought line was probably cut in every single social situation. Like I wasn't able to form any thoughts at all because of my anxiety. And it's different for everyone. It depends on what situation you're in, really. So you have to like think with yourself, what happens to me when I'm around people who I don't know? What is happening? Am I not able to form any kind of thought, or am I just not able to speak them out, to talk? If you're able to form thoughts, that's good. That's good. I used to like never be able to do that. And you will get over it much faster. Like my third advice really is to seek professional help. Some people might not be able to do that. I was lucky to be able to do that because I went to my school counselor, and really I cried to her saying that I don't want to be the way I am anymore. Like I wasn't able to talk to anybody in my class. And it was pretty apparent to the teachers, but no one really did anything about it until I came forward to the school counselor. So you have to come forward. You have to bring yourself out there and say, I want to change. You have to mean it. And only then you can get your help that you need. But of course, some people don't have the option to that because maybe you're an adult already and nothing is for free and you need to pay for a therapist, but you don't have the money. So I'm just giving you a few advices you can do on your own. Like, just bring yourself out there, starting conversation, and signing yourself up for things that challenge you. It would honestly really help. Even if you feel like you're gonna cry and you're gonna crash out in the middle, it's okay. It's okay. You have to try stuff in order to get over those feelings. And I hope that my video kind of helps to anybody who needs it, because I know I needed it when I was a child and I was lucky enough to seek help. I was lucky enough to bring myself forward, and I feel like a lot of people need to do that as well. And I need to raise that awareness because it honestly really relates to me in my past. And just know that it takes baby steps, step by step. You'll get there and you'll be able to talk to people like normally, and you won't feel the constant viewing eyes of other people. You'll just be able to be yourself without worrying too much. And I wish for that to anybody who's feeling anxious, like I used to be. So thank you.